Now the question arises when most of the opposition is signing a no confidence motion against the Speaker Om Birla, why Trinamool did not sign? It's a very good question which goes beyond politics. Political analysts will not be able to understand this. Those who are political analysts, they cannot understand this. It goes beyond politics. There's a very good reason, or there are two very good reasons why Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee decided not to sign the no confidence motion against Om Birla. Wonderful and commendable, going beyond politics, going beyond petty politics. Because the elections are approaching, it would have been the biggest political advantage for TMC if they had signed the no confidence motion. Right? Battering BJP in any way would be electorally beneficial, and the elections are approaching, the elections are knocking on the door. At this time, why did they lose the golden chance, a golden opportunity to defame BJP? It would have been to their advantage. But I am happy that I am a citizen of West Bengal. The Chief Minister and the General Secretary, they go beyond politics. It is not political vendetta, in spite of the fact that BJP may be crying hoarse, political vendetta, and the center is really right on the path of political vendetta, denying Bengal all its dues, trying to defame Bengal, trying to defame Bengali language. In spite of that, the TMC leaders decided not to have political vendetta, not to go by petty politics, not to go by the political advantage only. The first reason, the commendable reason we should salute, was that Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee thought that every offender should be given a chance. Every offender, unless he is a murderer or a terrorist or something, he should be given a chance. Everyone deserves a second chance. This is the way they think. Salute to them. A grand gesture that everyone deserves a second chance. Just you can't outright rout anyone. Let even the worst offender, unless he is a criminal, even the worst offender deserves a chance to rectify, giving him an opportunity to rectify. So see the magnanimity, see the generosity, see the way they feel, the liberal thought that even the worst offender deserves a second chance. That was the first thing, going above politics, going above petty politics, going above the necessary political advantage they would have gained. That is not necessary for them, because anyway BJP is not going to win, but still they could have decimated BJP, further eroded BJP vote bank, which is already very low. They could have further eroded it, but they did not go for petty political gain. They did not go for petty political gain. They thought, as any reasonable person would say, every offender deserves a second chance. And now the second reason. The second reason is also interesting, and everyone knows that in BJP there is no democracy. It is fascism, a fascist party, a dictatorial party, one man rule. No one has the freedom to say anything. Whatever the boss says, yes, sir. And the boss himself says yes, sir, to Trump. Yes, the boss himself says yes, sir, to Trump. And here, all the BJP ministers, all the BJP leaders, they have to say yes, sir, to Modi and Amit Shah. There is no democracy. You can't function neutrally. You can't be independent. You can't think. In fact, before you join the BJP, you have to put your brains in the cold storage and then go. You can't use your brains there. So, Om Birla is not a bad man, but he has political compulsion. He has his political compulsion, coercion. And the BJP, it is coercion. You don't have the freedom. So he has to obey his master. So it is out of compulsion he is doing whatever he is doing. Otherwise, he is actually a nice person. But being in BJP, he does not have the freedom. He has to obey the master. And the mischief is done by the master, not by Om Birla. That is the reason they thought, because a poor man, an innocent, practically an innocent man who is under political compulsion, under pressure. So they decided to give him a second chance, and also a second chance to the masters. The warning was not only for Om Birla but also for the masters, also for Amit Shah and Modi. Rectify yourself and let the speaker be neutral. Don't interfere and don't force, don't pressurize Om Birla into partisan behavior. Let him be neutral. You allow that, you give the permission. And it was also a warning. So they decided to give both of them a second chance. So the first was the innocence of Om Birla, because he is under compulsion, he is forced to be partisan by the masters. And the second was the belief that every offender should get a second chance. A laudable, a commendable point of view that shows the generosity, the magnanimity, the way Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee think about the opposition. No political vendetta. Let them have a second chance. We will fight them politically, but not stabbing them behind the back. Not without them getting another chance. They should get another chance. That was the main reason why they decided not to sign, but instead they proposed, give them some time, give them 3 days. If they rectify, it's okay. That's what we want. Let them rectify. Instead of right plunging into a war, let them rectify. So it was a peacemaking rather than going for a war. Let them rectify. A very good gesture, a very magnanimous and generous gesture, that we will not go for outright onslaught. No outright onslaught, but let them have a second chance, let them have another opportunity, because every offender deserves a second chance. So going beyond petty politics, we are actually proud to have such people in West Bengal, such leaders in West Bengal who think beyond political vendetta, who think beyond political gains. They have the moral, they have the ethics, high standard of moral, high standard of ethics, saying that even the worst offender deserves a second chance. Salute to Mamata Banerjee and salute to Abhishek Banerjee.